In this recording, we're going to look at two-way tables and probability, specifically questions 1 and 3 from chapter 15. So the first question asks us, what is the probability that a fan at this game witnessed a win and got a Big Mac? So the key word here is and. Let's underline that word. All right, so we're going to look at this two-way table. We're going to identify the single place. Remember, in and, we're just identifying one place. So the and is got a win and got a Big Mac. So they fall under both categories. So it's 15 out of the total, which would be 41 games. So 15 divided by 41. And then if you were to convert that into an approximate decimal, it's going to be 0.366. Now what does that mean? Part B asks us to interpret this probability. Well, if we were to interpret this, we're looking at the long-range relative frequency of this happening, the long-run relative frequency. So we'd say something like this. If fans were to attend lots and lots of bowl games here, okay, the key is large sample size, lots and lots of games, then you would expect to win a Big Mac on a whim about 36.6% of the time, okay? Second half of this question asks us, all right, what's the probability that a fan at the game witnessed a win or got a free Big Mac? Okay, key distinction here, or. So there's a couple ways to go about this one. Let's first look at the wins, all right? All the wins, I'm going to erase this, all the wins are right here. Got a free Big Mac. That's all right here, okay? So we've got 16 plus 36, but notice how we've double counted the 15, okay? So it's really 16 plus 36 minus the 15. And that's all going to be over the 41. Okay, so if we were to do some mental math here, that's going to be 37 over 41. Okay, and that works out to be 0.902, approximately. There's another way to go about this, if you like. We can consider it this way. We can consider it this way. We can take first all the wins, okay? There were 36 wins. And then we can say, okay, how many times did they get a Big Mac but not get a win? In other words, what haven't we considered yet? Well, that would be this one loss where they did get a Big Mac. So it's the 36 plus the 1 all over the 41. So either way, you're going to get 37 over 41. Whichever way makes more sense to you, go with that way. All right, last part of this one. What's the probability that the fan neither witnessed a win nor got a free Big Mac? Okay, so for this situation, to erase what we've got so far, no win means a loss, right? So we're in the loss column, and got a free Big Mac. I'm sorry, nor got a free Big Mac. In other words, and no Big Mac. So right here. This one's kind of tricky because it's got that double negative. Nor got a free Big Mac. So we're in the no Big Mac, and we're in the loss column. So 4 out of 41. And we'll just convert that into a decimal. We'll call it 0.098. So in question 3, we're going to look at a two-way table that hasn't been provided for us. So we're going to look at some raw data over here and see if we can come up with a two-way table and answer a question about this golfer, Randy. So if you're not familiar with golf, a fairway is the middle part of the hole between where he tees off and where he's trying to get it in the hole on the putting green. So to hit a fairway means you hit a ball relatively straight, okay? And the other categorical variable we're considering is how far did it go? Was it over 250 yards or was it not? Okay, so it asks us to create a two-way table, and we can set up these categorical variables. It doesn't really matter whether you put the fairway on the top or the distance on the top, but I set it up this way. Okay, so we're going to go through each individual outcome and make a tick mark. So for the first one, I'll do a couple with you.
We have over 250 yards, so we know we're in the top row, but not on the fairway. So that's a tick mark here. Next one is not over 250 yards. So we know we're in the second row, but is on the fairway. So we have a tick mark here. Third one, over 250 yards, yes, and is on the fairway, both yeses. Then the fourth one, over 250 yards, yes, so we're in the top row, not on the fairway. Okay, so I think you see how to approach this. Complete the table at your own pace for number 3. So I want you to pause now, and then don't play the recording until you're ready to check your answers after you've completed the table. Okay, so hopefully you took time to pause. If not, please do that now. Let's check our answers.
So the number of times it went over 450 yards, but on the fairway was 4. Not on the fairway was 5, for a total of 9. And then not over 450 yards was also 4. Not on the fairway, so not straight or long, was twice, a total of 6. That worked out to be 15. We've got all the totals. You want to double check that this number here corresponds to this number here, what they said was the total number that he shot. Okay, so now we can attack question B. Okay, so it says, randomly select one of his holes. These are his holes right here along the left. What's the probability that his drive went over 250 yards or landed in a fairway? So why don't you pause the recording and see if you can come up with the answer, and then play once you've got it. Okay, so for an or question, we're going to first consider the 250 yards. So 250 yards would be 9/15. We're going to add that to all the times when he landed on the fairway, which would be 8/15. This is the general addition rule. And then we're going to subtract out how many times we double counted. So this 4/15 was double counted. So you kind of imagine we've got this and this, but we double counted that 4. So 17 minus 4 in the numerator, 13/15. Okay. Other way to go about it, if you like, just show you one more time. Just pluck those ovals. Okay, the other way to go about it is take all your total fairways, 8, and then say, okay, how many times did it go 250 yards that I haven't counted yet? And that would be this 5. So the 8 plus the 5, which I haven't counted yet, adds up to 13. You've got your 13/15. Thanks for watching.